Okay, questions for Scottie?
So, Scottie, you've been here a year, but how long did it take you to actually get comfortable? You didn't play a game until the bowl game, so when did you get comfortable? Are you comfortable now?
I'm comfortable, but comfortable in what ways?
Just, with the scheme, maybe just with the school, the town. You're a long ways away from where you grew up.
Yeah, it took some time, but I feel like I can adapt to things quick. So I think that just comes with like maturity and stuff. You know, when you have a goal, when you know what you want, stuff can come kind of easy. Like just being able to adapt. I think you kind of put a lot of the outside noise, outside kind of BS to the side, and you focus on what you want to get to, which is obviously playing football, winning games, getting better as a individual, getting better as a team. And so, when you have those things in a line, everything else doesn't really matter. So you can adapt to things kind of quick.
A lot of your teammates are impressed with the work ethic that you have. Where does that come from?
I don't know. I think something I just always had growing up. Always wanted to be the best in whatever I did, no matter what. If we can be playing checkers, I want to beat you every time. Weightlifting, obviously those guys are my teammates, but I want to be the best weightlifter. I want to be the best condition. I want to be the best football player. I want to be the best person I can be at all times. So I think I'm just naturally real competitive. So I think when whatever it is, I look at it as a competition. So I just want to outwork everybody.
Toughest part of playing spear? I mean, you talked about you were more of a back-end safety in the past. So what's the toughest part of this position?
The toughest part, knowing where you fit in on the field. Sometimes you gotta be a cover guy. Sometimes you gotta be a guy in the box. Just having so many different roles within our defense. Sometimes you're more of a corner. Sometimes you're more of a safety. Then you're a linebacker. So you have to be able to do multiple things. So I think that's the toughest part. Just having to be a versatile player. You're not just up top all the time. You're not just in the flats, or you're not just playing man to man. You have to do different things throughout the scheme.
How have you adapted to fit into that cross training mentality that the coaches are asking?
I think it was kind of easy for me because obviously I wasn't just up top safety at Arizona. I played like the nickel spot a couple times. I started there a couple games. Did in high school. I think the way I trained also during the off season, during my off time, like I train at multiple positions. I work out with the corners. I do individuals with the corners here and there. I do individuals with the safety. So I think that makes it easier for me.
Where's the communication at with the back guys and the linebackers? Is that still a work in progress? How are you seeing that come along?
I feel like from the time when I first got here to now, I feel like we're way better with our communications. Obviously, you're never where you want to be. You can always improve, but I feel like we're moving in the right direction in our communication. We're doing a lot of things in the back end. Obviously, we got some vets in there, so Zoe, Sean, Josh, X, even Nick Troy, and then Jackie. We're communicating way better than we were in the spring, even where we finished off last year when I played in the Liberty Bowl.
Have you been here long enough and you feel comfortable enough to where you can speak up now?
Oh yeah, I feel like this off season, we grew as a team. We got a lot of leadership, but we also got a lot of young guys. And so, with being older, you have to kind of be a leader. And then with those young guys, you kind of got to show them the way. So you kind of have to accept that role. And then it makes it easier when you got guys like Alonzo and Sean Mahone. You got Josh on the defensive side. Those guys have seen a lot, played a lot. So it makes it easier for you.
Young guys, I know you got a true freshman behind you at Spear. You got a lot of young guys trying to mix in there and work. You got to kind of lead them along a little bit.
Oh, for sure. I think the best thing about those young guys is that they want to learn. They actually want to learn. They want to get better. They always ask me, and when can we watch film? Actually, I just had guys today ask me during practice, can we watch film? Practice wasn't even over, so they want to learn. They want to get better. So I think that's what makes it fun. Guys like Saint. Caleb, AB, Aubrey, Davis, they want to get better, so it makes it easy and fun.
How important was it for you to play the bowl game last year?
I think when you ask that question, like how important was it? I think just I wanted to get on the field. I love playing football, so it's more so it's more so of a game for me. Like I truly love playing football, so I think that's what kind of drove me to want to get out there so bad. Just the passion for the game.
You either feel like you fit into the system now, and you've got a taste of it, though.
Yeah, for sure. I got a taste of it. I think I more so needed the spring, and then obviously this camp, being with the guys, playing in that spring game, playing in this past scrimmage we just had in this Saturday. I feel like I needed those reps, obviously, just to get a feel for our defense, get a feel for our scheme. Because when I played in the bowl game, I just got thrown in the fire. I didn't really know what was going on. I was on scout the whole time, so and then it was hard because we played Army. They run a triple option, so.
Is it a little bit unusual to have only played one game here but kind of be looked at as one of the leaders on the defense?
Yeah, I think it's a difficult transition. I think I was just talking to Charles Woods the other day, and we was kind of just talking about like how when you transfer, you got to kind of restart. So you gotta hit the reset button. But having been in that role, I think I'm a leader because my leadership is I'm sorry, I got tongue twisted. I got being in that leadership role because I'm an older guy. So I seen a lot, I played a lot, and then I just come in here every day and put my head down and work, showing the young guys that, you know, when you come in here and work, you can get whatever you want. So you got to have that mentality. Yeah.
San Diego, right, is where you're from. Have you ever been east before you got here?
Yeah. I have family in Connecticut, and then I also have family in Florida as well. So I think, yeah.
So, but compare Morgantown to where you've lived, because obviously it's different, I'm sure, than San Diego or Tucson or wherever.
I would say the biggest difference is the weather. In San Diego, it's sunny every day. You get 65 to 75 degrees year-round. Tucson is sunny every day. Here, you get hit with that snow. I think that was the biggest thing for me. It was like, dang, it really get cold here. I came out here, I had no jackets. I think I had one hoodie, and I used to freeze my butt off during the winter. So until we started to get the gear and stuff. But yeah, I think that's the biggest difference is that weather.
Your status as a transfer, you said you talked with Charles Woods about that. Is that something that a lot of you guys can bond over, or is that more so now just commonplace in college football?
I really can't speak for like college football as a whole, but here I can speak like it's a brotherhood here. So when somebody new comes in, whether it's a freshman or a transfer, whoever, like they're brought in, they're welcome. Like we're not looking at them as, oh, it's a new guy. Nah, you're part of this brotherhood now. You're part of this fraternity. So I think that's the easiest part of it is like they made it. It was an easy transition.
Scottie, who are some of the offensive guys that have impressed you, that jumped out you're defending?
All of them. Letty, Letty's due for another big season. Daggy, he's throwing balls out there. It's like he put him in tight windows. I don't see too many quarterbacks doing. Sam James, Winston, those two guys. I cover them every day, really every play. They're just extremely explosive. You gotta be on your P's and Q's when you line up in front of those two. Who else? I like the freshman running back Justin Johnson. He's been doing a lot of big things, and also Tony Mathis. He had a big scrimmage on Saturday. So those are some guys who really worked hard this offseason, this summer. That's been looking really good, and also our O-line as well.
What do you like about the O-line? What are they doing?
They're physical.
Okay, get after you.
Yeah, they get after it. Nestor in the middle. You got Zach, obviously, and then the freshman Wyatt. Who else? Yates. All those guys. They're physical. Our ones and twos. They get after it. They come off that ball. They're ready. Like they coming downhill, ready to run that ball.
Scottie, most transfers now are not going to have to sit. You sat last year. Reflecting on it, I'm sure you wanted to play. You wanted to play the ball game. But was it good for you to sit, or would you have traded it and just said, "I'm going to go"?
Nah, I feel like I went about it the right way. Being in the developmental program with Coach Mike, playing with those young guys who was in there with me, I feel like I needed that just to grow mentally, physically. I feel like I'm in the best shape I've been in ever since I've been in college. I'm stronger, I'm faster, I feel healthier. I've been eating better. So I think I needed that year off just to kind of honestly get that development. I feel like I never really had that time to get that. I came in and played as a true freshman at U of A, and then I was always going, so I didn't really get the time to, really come down and just really train.
Curious, you mentioned the skill guys. Jog your memory and think back to your Pac-12 days. Could you compare what West Virginia has skill-wise with some of the teams that you faced in Pac-12?
I think it's about even. We got some explosive guys like I mentioned, Sam and Winston. Those two guys, they can go. Shoot, I was covering Sam today, and he get on my toes kind of quick because he's just so explosive. Even Winston, Bryce is extremely explosive. I think he's probably one of the most freakish athletes I've been against or seen like close up, just every day. Like he's 230 pounds almost, fast, one of the fastest guys on the team. So I think we lined up pretty even with the Pac-12. I don't see too much.
You mentioned Bryce. That's the type of guys that SC was rolling out there in Oregon. Guys like that.
Yeah, so like SC, like guys like Michael Pittman. Who else? I can't think right now off the top of my head, but yeah, Michael Pittman is definitely a guy who sticks out that I honestly told Bryce he reminds me of him, just because their size and their stature and stuff, and then their athleticism. You don't really see that too often. Bryce running like he's Winston size. He's 230 pounds.
Do you miss being able to just pick up and go home? I mean, Dante Still, Zach Frazier, they can drive 30 minutes and see their parents. Do you miss that?
Yeah, I miss it. I miss my family a lot. I call them a lot, so I think that's what makes it easy for me. They always checking in on me. But I didn't really drive home too often when I was in Arizona, just because I know like I'm in college right now, so I kind of have a goal. I wanna really put my all into it. So I don't really have no business going home too often. I'm in college, so I gotta get to what I'm trying to get to.
You've experienced both now. Which is worse, winter here or summer in Arizona?
Ooh, I would say the winter. I don't like that cold. It's too cold. Wake up, body all sore. I don't like the snow, but the heat. It's not for everybody as well. So we used to train in the middle of the day, and it'd be out there blazing hot, sun beaming on you. You got out there, almost want to take all your clothes off. It gets so hot, pouring water on yourself and stuff.
That Liberty Bowl game climate was less than optimal, especially compared to what you were playing with in the Pac-12. Do you like cold weather football at least?
I don't mind playing in the cold weather. I just don't like chilling in it. So when we played in the Liberty Bowl, I think I honestly went out there with no sleeves, no nothing on. So I don't mind it. I feel like those is the games like the team who really wants to win is gonna win that game. So like I feel like the most physical team, the most passionate team, because that's when you can't. It's not gonna be too much throwing in those kind of games. You gotta run the ball. So I love those kind of games when it's real physical.
So when you get to the league, you want to go play at Buffalo, right?
I'll play anywhere.
Okay, anything else for Scottie? All right, thank you very much.